Yo, dog, Kenny Bichet here. Game 2 of Inside the Mind of a Tournament Player with Robbie B, the greatest of all time.
Mostly greatest Everest.
Yeah, I'm so glad to be with you on your second game of the Inside the Mind series. This is such a fun series to do. We've been doing this on request. And today you're going to be playing up against a good guy, rocking some Ultramarines. What's his name and what's his list look like?
It was Frank DeSalvo, I think. And his list was basically an Ultramarine CAD. He had Tigerius, some Centurions. Then he had the Storm Raven formation, the Stormwing with Storm Raven, obviously, 2 Talons, and some Terminators inside the Storm Raven. Then he also had the, was it the Linebreaker, or maybe that's the Land Raider, whichever, squad of 3 Vindicators.
3 Vindicators that shoot a big-ass template all over people's faces.
And of course, maybe the most important is the Void Shield Generator.
Void Shield Generator, you're going to need that with all this armor against a lot of enemies. So that's a really interesting army list. And I do want to say before we go into this, break this down, don't forget to check out the longword.net. That is the home of the battle reports. We offer exclusive and early access. That's 2 weeks early on our battle reports, our tutorials, our unboxings, our tips and tactics, and also exclusive content like the webcast, after hours podcast. We have much more coming in the future, and that is only a $5.99 investment. Please check it out. Helps us out every dime. Anyway, let's jump right into this. And here we are, game 2 with Rob Bear, and this is a Maelstrom and end of game objectives scenario.
I forget how much fun Maelstrom is. I really enjoyed playing Maelstrom.
Yeah, no doubt. And with 2 armies that are just trying to shit all over each other's cereal, you guys are kind of keeping it light on the Maelstrom, not going overboard and overextending yourselves to get them, because you can't get out of position in the early parts of the game with this much power on both sides.
Well, actually, Frank jumped ahead like a couple points right off the bat. He had like, hey, score these objectives right next to you. And I was like, hey, I don't have that. I guess you're going up quick.
Yeah, he can't play games with getting out of position with those Vindicators. Looks like he went after First Blood on the Scouts and failed. Mm-hmm. Looked like he shot a bunch of grab guns into the Super Friends led by Chapter Master and didn't do much, which is what we expect with the Super Friends. That's all as per the usual. And looks like he's slinging psychic powers all over the place. And you scouted up, it looks like, so you can't charge just yet, right?
He was really worried. Yeah, I can't charge yet, which is fine. I just wanted to get into that dominant position in the middle there, because actually I wasn't really sure kind of how it would go, what he would target and things, but that's fine. But he's really worried about me getting to those Vindicators. So once I kind of saw what he was doing, I was like, all right, cool, I got this. But they're invisible, they're like 4-up invulnerable, like all this stuff, and I'm like,
yeah, he's using them he's using some great Rhino Wall tactics here to shield Tigerius and Centurions. Looks like he's going to harass those scouts again, shoot the Super Friends with grab guns again, and make them have forewarning and invisible on the Vindicators. So you're going to crash in this Vindicator wall, and you're not going to do a shitload of damage. You're barely going to hurt them.
Yeah, I mean, I just need to punch one and be able to get through, on the squishy Centurions over there too. Something too we talk about is playing with your opponents. Like, one of the things, he pushed one of his Vindicators too far forward. I was like, dog, are you trying to screen them? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, you need to pull one of them back because I'll be able to get you. And he's like, oh, okay, thanks for telling me.
Social contract 101, play with each other, don't play against each other. I love it, Rob. But I do want to comment on, you brought some outflankers in on the right side. He's got some scouts tucked in under that rock formation. I think you're just going to take out those scouts, and that objective belonged to you.
Yep, it was just part of the Maelstrom was, hey, take this objective. I'm like, all right, I got it. And it just kind of happened to line up, and then I started kind of pincer him with those 2 rhinos full of dudes.
Yeah, that's not bad. It looks like you got a really good charge roll, and you took out 1 Vindicator, but you're so bunched up on that Vindicator that lead Vindicator, it can't move without tank shocking you. And if it goes to tank shock you, it can't turn again. So it'll rob itself a line of sight. So he has to keep it there if he wants to shoot 2 strength 10 templates into the Super Friends. They're actually really out of position for lookout service.
It was a problem. We're gonna see kind of what happens there. But he didn't bring on the talons.
He failed his psychic phase currently right now. He failed invisibility, so no invisibility up on the Centurions right now. So he's gonna have to do the Lord's work this turn right now. And this is my big problem. I don't think the big strength 10 template is better than 3 little templates. And this is proven right now. Look how much damage he just did to the Super Friends.
Strength 10, all bunched up on toughness 5 is never a good thing for the Super Friends.
And grab guns to finish, to get to the loose ends. I mean, you have like Chapter Master and a Wing and a Prayer, a Wolfguard Battle Leader, and an Iron Priest left. But you do get to swing on those Vindicators in his turn, and you're going to convert on both of them leaving you free now that threat is over to jump in on the non-psychically buffed Centaurians. And one of your Maelstrom objectives this turn is kill a Psychic. So I think this is going to be a turn for you because you're going to make short work of these Centaurians with your Strength 10 and all your Strength 8 AP 2 attacks. And you're going to get this Warlord and a major threat.
I picked up a ton of kill points right here, and also, rather Maelstrom points. It just kind of worked out to where I started pushing ahead where he had that early lead, and I just started kind of powering through on the Maelstrom points. But he's not out of it. He's still got stuff.
He's got a unit of Assault Terminators and a Dreadnought in that Stormraven. I don't see how the Super Friends are going to survive the counterattack from a fresh unit of Terminators and a Dreadnought when you guys are so wounded. I think this is it for the Super Friends, honestly.
Well, my big thing was I was going to try to make it so he couldn't assault with the Terminators or assault with both of them at the same time. You need to have to go through cover and hopefully fail. That was my plan at least.
He's harassing his Super Friends with his assault cannons. He's trying to do the work he can before he sends them in. And like I said, I just don't see how this is going to work out for you. But you still have a lot of initiative attacks. And if he fails a couple of 2-up saves, that'll be huge. And then then it comes down to who can make more 3-up saves here next. And we'll see who does it. I don't think the Super Friends can do it, but somehow they did. They literally killed all the Terminators except one and the Dreadnought. This is unexpected. This is it. This is the nail in the coffin, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, you just gotta. If you're playing Super Friends, you gotta make 3-ups, and we've seen it in the past with this very same army, And I didn't roll so well last game, but this game came through pretty clutch.
Yeah, no doubt. And this is where you're going to start making plays for those objectives, and you're going to start bringing the tactical objectives above him because you got a couple of hold 3 objectives, get D3, kill 3 units, get D3. And so you're definitely winning Maelstrom now. And he already can tell he needs this to be a turn 6 game, and it's not even that time yet. You're just scooping it up, getting position, and you're going to finish off that Terminator easily and break out and do the Lord's work, I think.
That was my plan. Once I started looking around the table, I'm like, well, I need to finish this guy off, and I need to see where he puts his assets, and then just basically counter it to hopefully keep those Maelstrom points rolling in. Yeah,
no doubt. And even though the Stormravens are good at killing vehicles, they're not good at killing a random squad of guys here, 5 guys here, and 3 guys hiding behind a Rhino. That Stormraven is not optimized right now for what's left on the table. Those Storm Talons are a little better at it, but they're going to have to start landing if they want to start contributing, which is not good for a Storm Talon.
No, it's not. But he knew, he had to get holding things and doing his stuff, and I just had to hold on with the small amount of MSU units that I had left, and that's why I hid those guys behind the Rhino. That's why I tried to position the scouts to kind of take less fire from wherever. But he was able to still focus down pretty good on them guys behind the Rhino right there.
Yeah, no doubt. And if this game goes on much longer, you will actually be in trouble because your Super Friends are in a position. I think that top right Storm Talon, that thing needs to go because it's going to ace those scouts and they're not going to survive another turn. So you need to somehow get to that Storm Talon and end this game with a blowout victory so that you're back in the tournament with your battle points.
Yeah, there was 2 lines of thought. Like, I was just going to have to keep running units over there. And you saw I'm just moving that guy up on that objective for to hold it or take it. I forget what I rolled on a Maelstrom, but now I'm looking at this thing objectively, and I'm like, yo, I do need to take out this Storm Talon. It's going to be a problem. Well, I got the solution right here.
Iron Priest who needs like a 9 or a 10 who has Fleet, and people don't think that's possible, but that's why Fleet exists, to take these chances. And it looks like you converted it, and you're going to destroy that Storm Talon, and there's literally no way to come back. There's over an hour left in this game, and the game's going to end on turn 5. Nothing you can do about that. More units died in this game. Many points got murdered so fast. I've never seen anything like it, Rob.
Oh, it was so bloody. It was one of my best. It's a game I'll remember for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, you guys both had mobile units left. You had Storm Talons. You had a Storm Talon and a Storm Raven. You still had a bunch of little guys who were limping around. Your Super Friends were shattered. I mean, that was a good game, and congratulations on pulling out the big victory in Game 2.
Thanks, dog.
Deleted scenes, bonus content, and all the interviews and post-game wrap-up videos can be located in the Hall of Veterans on thelongwar.net. Visit thelongwar.net today and try a week completely free with no strings attached. That's not all. Thelongwar.net is also your hobby resource for exclusive early access, with an ad-free experience to all your favorite videos. Members of the Hall of Veterans gain early exclusive access to multiple hobby videos.